I don't get how to do this. This is so irrational.
A student in trouble.
So, the first
There's a math student in trouble somewhere.
Is to factor. After you factor, you try to cancel out the factors. And if you can, then you have a whole. After that, you want to find the vertical asymptotes. You find that by setting the denominator equal to 0. So after factoring, you end up with negative x plus 4 times x minus 1 over x minus 2. Next, you look to cancel out the factors, and since you can't, you don't have any wholes. Then, to find the vertical asymptote, you set the denominator equal to 0. So after moving the 2 over, you get x equals 2, and that is your vertical asymptote.
To find the HA. To find the HA, you use Bobo, Botan, and each DC. Bobo means that if the degree is bigger on the bottom, then your HA equals 0. Botan means that if the degree is bigger on the top, then you don't have an HA. And each DC means that you divide the coefficients because the degree is even. To find the x-intercept, you need to set the numerator to 0. To find the y-intercepts, you plug in 0 for x. For the x-intercept, you get x minus 1 equals 0, and x plus 4 equals 0, which is going to equal x equals 1 and x equals negative 4. For the y-intercept, you set the x's to 0, so you get negative 1 times 4 over negative 2. Negative 1 is going to be 1 times 4 is going to be 4, so we end up with 4 over negative 2, which is going to equal negative 2.
A horizontal asymptote, you're going to have a slant asymptote because the degree is greater on the bottom than on the top, like Botan. So, to find slant asymptote, you're either going to synthetically divide or use long division. In this equation, we can use synthetic division. So, it would be negative 1, negative 3, and 4. X minus 2 equals 0 makes x 2. So, you plug it in. And you ignore the remainder. So, it would be negative x minus 5 as a slant asymptote. We have to graph all this. So first, we're going to start with our vertical asymptote at x equals 2. Vertical asymptotes can never be crossed, but horizontal and slant asymptotes can be sometimes. There's no horizontal asymptote. For the x-intercept, it's at 1, 0, and negative 4, 0. For the y-intercept, it's at 0, negative 2. Now, for the slant asymptote, we have the equation of a line, y equals negative x minus 5. So the intercept is negative 5, and negative slope. So, connecting these dots, we're going to have a parabola this way, and if the graph were showing, there would be another hook underneath.